I reviewed the Retroid Pocket 5 a while back, and it was my favorite handheld in that price range. The OLED screen, the form factor, and the performance, it just nailed everything I wanted. But now there's something new from Anbernic. It's the Anbernic RG477M, and at first glance it looks like it's built to go head-to-head with the Pocket 5. Premium metal body, a 4:3 display, and a chipset that's way more powerful on paper. I've been using both side by side, and here's how they really compare. Let's start with the basics. The RG477M is all metal. It's heavy, like noticeably heavy, but it feels premium. If you like your gadgets to have some weight and a solid feel, this one delivers. On the other hand, the Retroid Pocket 5 goes with plastic and glass. It's way lighter and more comfortable to hold for longer sessions. Definitely less fatigue on the wrists. Both are built well, just with different priorities in mind. The RG has a 4.7-inch LCD with a 4:3 aspect ratio and a 120 Hz refresh rate. That refresh rate makes a bigger difference than you'd expect. Everything just feels snappier, and if you use black frame insertion in emulators, it gives you that old-school CRT feel. Great for retro games. The Pocket 5, though, has a 5.5-inch OLED with a 16:9 aspect ratio. It's brighter, colors pop more, and looks better for modern content. So the choice here really comes down to the kind of games you play. In terms of raw power, the RG477M pulls ahead. It runs a Dimensity 8300 chip, which is almost twice as fast as the Snapdragon 865 inside the Pocket 5. You can feel that difference when emulating heavier consoles like PS2 or GameCube. Less tweaking, fewer slowdowns, like it just works out of the box, but the Pocket 5 has better compatibility for things like Switch emulation and game streaming. Some apps just work better with its Adreno GPU, and it even supports dual booting into Linux if that's your thing. On Android, the 477M runs most games well, even demanding 3D titles that older Anbernic models used to struggle with. With recent emulator updates, I'm seeing near-locked 60 frames per second in games that previously dipped. The only catch? Occasionally a game won't play nicely with the MediaTek chipset. It's not common, but it happens. The Pocket 5, while not as fast, is incredibly consistent. That Adreno 650 GPU has excellent compatibility, so most Android games and emulators just work without any surprises. High-end games might need a settings tweak or two. Both use Hall effect sticks, so stick drift isn't a concern. The RG477M has taller stick caps, which can be swapped if you're picky. Anbernic uses a rubber membrane D-pad, soft and classic like older consoles. The Retroid's D-pad is more modern, clicky and tactile, similar to the PS Vita. Both are good, just different in feel. If your main focus is old-school gaming, NES, PS1, GameCube, and then some high-end Android games, the 477M is probably the better fit. It's the most powerful handheld in this range, and the 4:3 screen just makes classic games feel right. But if you want something more flexible, like something that handles modern content, emulates Switch better, the Retroid Pocket 5 is a great all-rounder. Neither is objectively better. It really just depends on what you play most. Let me know which one you're leaning toward, or if you've already picked one up. I'm always curious to hear how these feel in other people's hands. Thanks for watching.